Hey everyone, so automation has become such a big part of our lives, and that comes down to even feeding our dogs and cats. So I wanted to thank this brand for sending me their automatic dog or cat feeder in exchange for an honest review. And I have to say, this actually exceeded my expectations of how it works. Very easy to use, very easy to put together. You don't need any complex tools or anything like that. You don't need a screwdriver. Everything just snaps right into place. Now up here is where you're going to put the food. This thing comes out, you lift it up, you'll just put the food in there. Now, it's not supposed to be wet food. It does need to be, dry dog or cat food. So if you have dry dog or cat food, that's not going to be a problem. Then right here, you have a lock button. So if you have maybe young kids, they're not gonna be able to come in here and just, empty the food out very easily. So how it works, you just push this lock button, hold it for 3 seconds. If you want to manually let food out, you'll just push this once, and you'll have one serving come out. If you want more than one serving, you would simply push this twice or push it 3 times. You can also set up different schedules throughout the day. So right now I actually have 2 different schedules. I have it for 8 a.m. and then I also have more coming out at 7 p.m. at night because my dog eats twice per day. And of course you can adjust that. And again, you can have 6 different schedules. So if you want, you could have it at maybe 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., 5 p.m., 8 p.m., and 11 p.m. if you wanted. And you can set up different amounts for each time. So maybe you want a little bit in the morning. You can just have 1 serving come out in the morning. Maybe you have 3 servings come out in the afternoon. Maybe you have 4 servings coming out at night. There's plenty of different options. You can even set up a recording on here for up to 10 seconds. If you want to have a recording on there, there's always that option as well. Now it runs on batteries and it can also run on this charger as well. Now where I typically feed my dog, I don't have a good outlet in that position, so I'm just going to use the batteries for that. The only difference, if you run it with this, obviously you're not gonna run out of batteries, which of course is important, but also you have this part right here. This is going to light up with a pretty white light, which of course at night is going to make it a little bit easier for your dog to go in there and see a little bit better if your dog is not able to see as well at night. But that is the main difference with that. So again, this was very easy to assemble. Makes automation that much easier. So if there's days where you have to leave the house all day, your dog is not going to miss a feed because you're not going to be there. That is extremely important. I absolutely love this. I'm going to get a lot of use out of this in the future. I highly recommend it.